Javier, we're here at EMO in Milan 2021. It's great to be back at an exhibition. Even greater to be on the Correa stand looking at the AXIA. What's changed with this machine? What's new?
This is the new AXIA machine. So it's based on the older AXIA, but we have applied a restyling, and not only a restyling from the let's say aesthetics point of view, but also we have improved some aspects of the ergonomics of the machine, and also we have included some, let's say, additional features to improve the behavior.
There's a couple of changes in the construction as well, though, isn't there? Maybe walk us through some of the things you've changed on this to mitigate, to maintain really good accuracy on machining.
Exactly. In this new AXIA model, inside the column, we have introduced an additional mechanical system based on 4 big bars, which have the responsibility of avoiding the bending effect of the column when we are going to the longest set axis travel in this machine to 3-4 meters. We are trying to keep the geometry of the column as more stable as we can mechanically always.
Yeah, because I suppose if you've got a big Z axis and the boring or the ram is extended, it could almost want to lean, couldn't it, in some ways to describe it? And this stops that, does it, or certainly helps with it?
It will help, and it will provide an additional stiffness to the column, and also it will permit us to make a fine-tuning adjustment of the geometry of the vertical axis.
Okay, now this used to be constructed with 3 structures as well, didn't it? But you've now taken it down to 2. What's changed there?
Yeah, well, we tried to simplify the design to make the design stronger. And for that reason, now we remove the longitudinal saddle, and now we only have the column attached directly to the bed.
Okay,
so simple and stronger.
So what problems would this solve for a manufacturer? What problems might they have had without the machine being constructed like this to see the improvements of what you've done?
When you are using 3 elements instead of 2, you need to be sure that 3 elements are accurate between themselves, all 3. And only with 2 is simple, because you just want to ensure the precision between only 2 elements. Also, the assembly time is reduced accordingly, because you have less parts to be assembled.
And does this mean now that then this machine is more accurate than it was before? Because you've got quite a good reputation for delivering precision results as it is, let alone without some of these changes.
Yeah, it's more accurate. It's also stronger in terms of chip removal rate. It's quite strong before, but now it's slightly better in terms of chip removal rate. And of course, for the operator, it's a much more friendly machine to be used. Visibility, a space cabin, panel movement, even our new PLC HMI for Heineken 640 has been improved for the operator.
Okay, so it's a more comfortable environment for the operator in there than it was before then, is it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Now, where do these machines go around the world, Javier? And is the AXIA one of your most popular sellers? Is that why you've chosen to exhibit it here?
Talking about traveling column machine is one of our most popular models. We are selling this model all over the world. We brought specifically this new design to Italy because the Italian and the German market are quite very important markets for this kind of machine morphology. So we decided to choose one of the preferred machines for the Italian customers, and also taking the opportunity to this new design.
Why is that in this market then? What makes this popular in the Italian market? Is there a specific industry that they're strong in?
Because Italy is very strong as a capital goods manufacturer. So they produce a lot of different kind of machinery. Because they produce their own machinery, they machine their own frames. And for that, they need normally a very flexible and open structure machines like that to be able to accommodate different type of parts, combined with rotary tables, and have a much higher flexibility.
And what's the advantage with those bigger industrial applications to the column moving rather than the table? Because that's what we've got here, isn't it? You've normally got a fixed bed and all the column does the work. So you're moving the head to the part rather than the part to the head.
Yeah.
What's better about that?
Well, the first thing is that you can accommodate heavier parts because you're moving the machine, not the part. The second big advantage is you are having an open structure in which you are just moving the machine. So you can accommodate bigger parts, even bigger parts than the machine working envelope itself in a certain moment. And also you can combine different working areas with different devices, like for instance, one working area with a rotary table, second working area with even turning rotary table, and the third area with a floor plate. So the flexibility is huge because the machine is moving independently.
We can see that here. You've got a rotary table on here, haven't you? So you can turn that through 360 degrees, I assume, to get to whatever face you want. What about your head technology? Because this is an area that when we talk to your customers, they're so impressed with the precision of your heads. You know, there's no repeat cutting, is there? You don't recut threads or holes if you move backwards and forwards to positions. How do you achieve such precision with your heads?
Well, I mean, we are using our head patented for almost 20 years, and our UAD technology, which is our, let's say, hardcore technology, talking about milling technology in Korea, it's been developed now for 20 years, and it has been improved for 20 years. So basically, we use a fixed crown coupling combined with two crowns, but both are fixed. And our head is pure mechanic, and this is very important to understand. The rotation of the tool is done through only mechanical devices, so we don't have any cables inside because the encoder is outside of the head. So a pure mechanical head is always accurate, is always reliable, and the durability is always the best. So, and this is the technology we have been improving for 20 years. So two crowns, fixed crowns, 0.02 degrees of positioning, but pure 100% mechanical head inside.
You've had a brilliant year this year as well, haven't you, in Spain? You're making a lot of machines, even in a tough market. Why is that, Javier?
Yeah, that's true. I think that part of our strategy 5 years back was to diversify our risk selling in many countries and in many sectors. And I think we were able to do that. And in the last year, for instance, obviously the COVID was bad and we reduced our sales, but not significantly, because we kept our sales in countries like China, that they didn't really stop their investment. And now we are selling every year our machines in 22, 23 different countries all over the world in more than 10 different sectors. So let's say our risk is now diversified.
And you have a new factory which we're going to come to Spain and see at some point, I believe. Is that correct? And when did it open?
Well, what we are doing now is in the group in Burgos City, we have 4 factories, and now we are expanding. We are trying to expand our production capability. We already bought a huge land for the future, and I hope that you will see all the new plans shortly.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much for your time, Javier.
Thank you, Paul.